Hi everyone, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team Meteorologist Ian Cassette from Orlando, Florida. We are talking about the tropics, and there is plenty to talk about in the tropics here this weekend. What has many people's attention is Hurricane Hilary in the eastern Pacific. Hurricane Hilary as of Saturday morning, a Category 4 storm, and is expected to move northward. Not a usual path, as most storms go to the west that form in the Pacific. But this one is going to be guided northward through the Baja California coastline and up into Southern California. We do not normally see this. This is a pretty rare occurrence. The last time we had a landfalling tropical system in Southern California was 1939. And we have tropical storm warnings now running from Los Angeles to the south towards San Diego. Now with this, it is expected to bring plenty of rain into the mountains. That is where the biggest impacts are felt. The Sierra Nevada, we could see 4 to 10 inches of rain. Mudslides will certainly be a concern. Flash flooding will be a concern. They're going to get some strong wind gusts, especially closer to the south. In higher elevations as well, could get up to 60-mile-per-hour winds. So significant impacts felt in an area that doesn't normally see this type of weather, especially this time of the year. 1 to 3 inches of rain in Los Angeles, 2 to 4 inches of rain in San Diego, and with the highest totals found in the mountains. Now, this would be through Sunday and into Sunday night, departing by Monday, but leading to more rain into Nevada as well. Elsewhere in the tropics, we still have more to talk about. Now, we do have 4 tropical waves in the Atlantic basin right now. I'm going to start from east to west so we can kind of go through each one, and also so you know what to be actually concerned about. The one that's in the far eastern Atlantic, this one is expected to develop into a tropical depression. Good odds over the next couple of days, even over the next 7 days. So we could have a tropical depression there. There's another tropical wave just to its west. This one, not likely. It's going to be running into an unfavorable environment, so no concern with that one. And then the third one here, this is east of the Leeward Islands. That is given a 40% chance of development as it moves into the eastern Caribbean. This one could become a tropical depression as it goes into next week. So we'll watch for that one as it goes on into next week. Will it bring impacts to the United States? Unlikely. Most models indicate it's probably going to fall apart and then stay east of the coastline of the U.S. But we have a fourth one that is given a 50% chance of developing into a tropical depression here over the coming days. Now, right now, it is over the Bahamas, kind of disorganized. It is a tropical wave. This is going to be moving over Florida as a weak tropical wave, bringing rain, maybe some gusts of wind of 20 miles per hour through Sunday. Not significant impacts felt in Florida other than some heavier downpours, but nothing that you wouldn't normally expect this time of the year. Once it gets into the Gulf of Mexico, bear in mind, it has temperatures in the 90s. It is very warm for this time of the year, and that is going to be fuel for this storm as it moves into the Gulf of Mexico. Our Fox model has done a brilliant job with covering storms. It covered Nicole and Ian last year. Got some high trust in it. That's what you like to see with your computer models. Fox model indicates that it will likely go over the southern half of Florida, bringing some heavy rain to the Keys and the Everglades, and then moving westward as an open wave in a low pressure system. Once it hits the western half of the Gulf of Mexico, that is when it may start to get its act together, but it might be too little too late. It does have a decent chance of becoming a tropical depression. Still flip of a coin, but I'm expecting higher odds, especially when you have very warm temperatures in the Gulf of Mexico, and sea surface temperatures tends to develop very quickly. But will it bring significant impacts? Probably not. Heavy downpours, some gusty winds to southern Texas and into Mexico. We'll have to watch that for them, but our models show that it is likely going to be a weaker tropical depression as it moves through, but we will continue to monitor for that. Overall, though, for Florida and central Florida impacts from this, it will lead to tropical moisture through the weekend, leading to scattered showers and storms Sunday. And then behind that, what it's going to do is it's actually going to pull in some drier air, and especially drier air for late August. We're going to have drier air pulled from the north, and this is going to lower rain chances as we go on into the end of the weekend and rather into early on next week. It does look like we'll have lower rain chances as that dry air continues to get pulled in. On the flip side of things, you usually have extremes. The tropical system will be pulling in plenty of tropical moisture into Brownsville and southern Texas and Mexico. A lot of rain that is potential from this, but for most part, drier air moving in. That's going to bring the impacts for us. It won't be on the extreme end. It will be just drier air with low rain chances to begin the week. So we do have rain chances that are going to be lowering. Overall, we have still plenty to monitor in the tropics. We are nearing the peak of the hurricane season. That is not a surprise that we're seeing a lot more activity. We are here where you see that red arrow pointed, showing you the increased activity as we head to the end of August and into September, with September 10th, the peak of the hurricane season. It is a reminder with what activity we're seeing to be prepared because things can change very quickly. So my encouragement to you is definitely make sure you have a plan in place and that you are prepared for the worst because we know it can change very quickly. So we've got a lot going on in the tropics and we'll continue to provide you more updates here at Fox 35. Thank you for checking in and have a wonderful rest of your weekend.